Okie dokie, boys and girls, I tried barefoot running for 30 days. And oh boy, it was an adventure. So today I will talk about my experience, but first of all, why the hell did I even think of doing this, And well, if you've been following the channel, you know that I have a bit of an ankle injury. Well, not a bit of an ankle injury, quite a serious ankle injury that is preventing me from running the way I want to at the moment. And I'm trying to overcome it. And about a year ago, I read this book called Born to Run, which talks about, a running tribe in Mexico and minimalist footwear and even barefoot running. And so 1 year ago, when I read the book, I was like, hey, let's try it out, let's try out minimalist shoes, because in the book they claim it's gonna improve your running, it's gonna minimize your injuries and this and that, it's way healthier. And so I started running in minimalist shoes or sandals every now and then as well. And well, what I did notice is my running form improved, and there was less pressure on my shins, on my knees. And in that sense, yes, you will get injured less, but at the same time, the pressure on your feet increases, and so you start to struggle a bit in that department. I oftentimes had to tone down the volume of my running because my feet were starting to hurt, So I like the minimalist running, but I wasn't sold on the premise that it decreases your injury risk. I just thought to myself, like, it moves the injury risk from your knees and stuff like that to your feet, right? Because, well, when you're doing minimalist running, your gait will improve, you won't heel strike, this and that, but, well, surfaces are hard nowadays, I'm running on the asphalt at the moment. It's hard. And so it's just a different problem. But anyway, I figured I'm injured anyway. I could only run for 1 minute pain-free. I might as well give it a shot. I'll go barefoot. And what I noticed on the first day that I did it is I could run 1 kilometer, and yes, my feet would hurt, my skin would hurt, but my ankle was completely pain-free. It was insane. Like, I went from 1 minute of running to 1 kilometer in 1 day, and I didn't feel any pain anymore. And so I was kind of sold to try it more and more and more. Okay, so if you try this yourself, and I would encourage to try it, do it in the morning if you care about people looking at you, just like I do. I run in the morning. Try the running, and you will notice immediately how heavy of a runner you are. So most of us, even if we think we have good form, have a bit of a hole in our running form. And when I started out running barefoot, I noticed immediately, like, hey, my landings are heavy. I have to change this. And then you do it automatically. Because if you don't change your running form, well, your feet are gonna be demolished in a couple meters. And so your body naturally adapts. You stop heel striking, you start landing softly, which is mainly what you don't have to do. Even with minimalist shoes, you can land quite heavily, which is why your feet start hurting. But when you're running barefoot, everything has to be soft. And yes, the surface is hard, but the harder the surface, the easier it is to learn, basically, because a harder surface encourages soft landing. And once you master that, that's when you get the perfect running form. I'm automatically not heel striking. I'm running straight up. My cadence is good. This and that. And all of these little things contribute to my ankle not hurting anymore. Okay, so back from the run, because of a combination of hay fever and rain, I decided to basically record the rest of the video here. But I want to talk about one of the in my opinion, the best benefit, the greatest benefit of barefoot running, which is the inability to overtrain. You are simply not able to overtrain. It is impossible. You can go ahead and try it. I bet you will not be able to do it, because even if you go too far, even if you push through pain, what's going to happen is, well, you're going to come back from that run, you're going to realize you've done too much, but your body is fine, your ankles are fine, your shins are fine, your calves are fine, your knees, your hips, everything is fine, because it's protected by the weakness of your feet. Your feet are vulnerable and they stay that way. Yes, you can make them a bit tougher through running, right, barefoot. They will get a bit tougher, but in the end, your feet are vulnerable and they stay that way. And so the first thing that's going to hurt is your foot. When a couple weeks ago, I tried to push through the pain. Halfway, I was feeling that, hey, my feet are hurting a little bit, but I'm going to go anyway. I want to hit that distance PR. I want to run 8 kilometers. I did that. And then I had huge blisters, blood blisters, and they took a week to heal. But my body was fine. I didn't have any pain in my joints or my ankle or, any muscles. The only thing that was hurt was basically my foot. And so the vulnerability of your foot protects your body from overtraining. And yes, even if you run barefoot for years, right? Your feet, while they do get tougher, they stay vulnerable. And so you're not able to push your body too far. You have to listen to your feet. If you don't have good form, you cannot run far. Because guess what? The first time, I had I ran barefoot. I ran 1 kilometer, and then my feet started hurting already, or they were hurting already, right? It was quite painful. And today, a month later, yes, my feet have gotten a little bit tougher. I've gotten some blisters. They've healed. My skin has gotten, stronger. But mainly, my form has improved. Right now, I can run 5 kilometer runs barefoot for multiple days on end. Today is day number 3. I think I can go again tomorrow, right? And so I've basically 20-folded the distance that I'm doing barefoot, right? Not in one day, right? In one day, perhaps I've 10-folded the distance that I can do comfortably. But that is not only due to my feet getting tougher, it's also because my form is improving. And so the combination of, your vulnerable feet giving you feedback, right? And protecting you, because they will hurt first, right? And also your running form improving, it's basically impossible to overtrain with barefoot running, which is one of the greatest, I should say, it's the greatest benefit of barefoot running, especially when you're trying to overcome an injury. Okay, so will I continue the barefoot running? Well, for me, it's an obvious yes. I will continue barefoot running because at the moment I'm injured, right? My ankles, they're hurting, they're overworked from, overuse for the Shimanami ultra marathon I did. That's where they got hurt, that's where they got overworked, and now I have to be kind to my ankles. I have to stimulate them, but I don't have to overstimulate them, right? I can't overstimulate them. And so the kindest way of running for my ankles at the moment is the softest landing, which is gonna be the barefoot running, right? Even though there is the least protection, because there is no protection, I have to make sure to land softly. And that allows me to basically go for a run every day right now and not overstimulate my ankle, right? And in between, I'll have to do some rehab exercises, I feel like, but I feel like the running barefoot, especially on easy runs, right? On easy runs, you're not supposed to go hard anyway. It's very beneficial because it improves your form, it makes sure you're not doing too much, and yeah, it's fun, right? It's actually quite fun. I'll give you that as well. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow for, well, an upper body day, I believe. Let's see.